continued debate over same-sex marriage in the state of Alabama is not just a legal issue. Alabama is one of the most religious states in the nation, and homosexuality has long been taught to be a sin. However, one pastor in Birmingham doesn't see it that way. WIAT 42 News reporter Nick Goulas joins us in the studio with more.
Natalie, Pastor Wade Griffith of Liberty Crossings United Methodist Church gave a sermon in 2013 where he said he felt homosexuality wasn't a sin. 2 years later, we have asked for his thoughts on same-sex marriage and the church's place in this debate. When Wade Griffith first spoke about his views on homosexuality to his congregation, he says he was terrified.
I was physically shaking, but I was compelled by what God had put on my heart to do it.
He said the response was mixed, and some families left his church, but
there were people who came who didn't know God at all, who felt rejected, hurt by the church, and who came because they thought, hey, this may be a safe harbor, who accepted Christ, who found God.
18 months later, same-sex marriage is a week away from being legal in Alabama. Griffith says when it comes to the Christian response to same-sex marriage, he is disappointed by some reactions.
It really bothers me that we live in the Bible Belt, and yet there's so much anger and hate towards people different than us. We're not a Bible Belt if we don't know how to love people.
The Methodist Church doesn't allow clergy to perform same-sex marriages, and anyone who does can be stripped of their ordination. If he was asked to perform one, Griffith is unsure what his decision would be.
I hope I wouldn't make it based on fear, because it's fear that drives all the hate we see in the world. I hope I'd make that decision based on trust. I trust God to provide for my family. It'd be a real crisis of conscience for me.
Griffith says he has spoken on homosexuality only that one time and that he hasn't felt led to bring it up again to his congregation. And as it stands right now, same-sex marriage will become legal in the state of Alabama on February 9th. Live in the studio, Nick Goulas, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.